So 969, good morning. It is a part 2 of your morning ramble. You're here with Loz, getting you through till midday today. And not only are we about to get into part 2 of the morning ramble, but I've got special guest in the studio, Nick Hill, Fusion Fireworks. How's it going?
It's going good, Loz. Everything's here. We're right.
All the fireworks are in town.
Yep.
That's fantastic. This is a really fun part, ramble this morning.
Isn't it nice?
First we had Crowy in, now we've got Nick in.
Maybe we should do this every Thursday. We just have guests on the ramble every Thursday, kind of crazy Thursday or something.
As I said earlier, it's nice talking to you, but I don't know, I like having my options open.
Well, most people do when they talk to me, so we were just saying that before.
Now, I've been looking at the flyer that you've brought in, Nick, and it's pretty awesome. Yep. You've got a lot of stuff, and it's going really well. All the fireworks are here, which is absolutely fantastic. But what do you think your favourite one is?
Well, the container load's really good, but we've got the Donald Trump one.
That'd be pretty. That's pretty accurate for this political climate.
I'd like to blow him up at the moment in some ways. But
I got some extra in this year because I just thought, well, what he did in Iran.
Yeah, why not have some extra Donald Trump fireworks to take out our anger on?
I'll give you a dad joke. He's getting a
hang on,
golf course.
Is this appropriate?
It's appropriate.
Okay, sure, go for it.
He's got a golf course in Iran now. He's just done the first 12 holes.
Oh, I don't know if that's appropriate.
Cut it out.
Well, as long as no one got hurt. I was told no one got hurt, so that's all right.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, and we've got bad boys and bad girls back again.
I love how you said it yourself. Then you're learning.
You're cleaning it up. It's good.
And we've got the fusion mass detonation, which is the biggest one.
Yep.
That's one comes in a box. Mm-hmm. Inside of it's in a cage.
Yep.
Then it's in another box just for shipping. It's that.
Yeah, right.
It's that good.
That's awesome. Do you know what I love? I love just like the bumblebees. Just like the little...
We've got bullet bees this year.
Are they different?
They're different. We've got bumblebees and bullet bees.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I see them. I'm looking... Oh, yeah, that is pretty awesome.
And we've got the old favourites like Earthquake and Cherry Bomb.
Yeah,
we've got
of course.
new ones like Chernobyl. I don't know if I can mention the one that's next to it on the left-hand side.
Hang on, wait. Where is it? In the
Down the bottom. The ball...
I think I can't. I'm not.
Right there.
Oh yeah, there. Oh, the ball breaker.
Yeah,
that's all right.
I think ball breaker's all right.
Yeah, there's no swearing in that. If people want to take it a certain way, they can take it a certain way.
We've got bomb squads back again, but it's limited this year. We've only got a certain amount. You've got the fusion elites. We've got the mother load again. We've got the bad neighbour.
Yeah, the bad neighbour. I like that one. I saw that one before.
We've got the backyard blast, which you're giving away, and I think you want an extra one for the
the Shockwave song. That's right. You gave me a call yesterday, and I did put it up on our Instagram page, asking for people to give their song choice for what should be the song for the 969 Shockwave 8 o'clock on the 1st of July. And you gave me a call and said, well, whoever picks a song, we're going to give them a backyard blast pack. So that is pretty awesome stuff.
We've got the bucket of fun back again. Mm-hmm. We've got the headaches.
I like that. The headaches container actually kind of looks like a Panadol thing.
Box, yeah,
I really quite like that.
And the energy fountain looks like a Red Bull.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's good, isn't it? Very clever.
So,
good marketing.
I mean, next year, I was just speaking to the importer as I pulled up.
Yep.
We're doing a new Shockwave next year if we're allowed to bring them in the country.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. So Alice Springs, it could be the last year for a Shockwave, so make sure you get them this year.
Could be the last year for anything.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Really? I don't want to see that.
It got so political this year.
Yeah.
There was 3 states involved, New South Wales, Queensland and the NT.
When the freight got held up.
The NT inspectors were down there doing their bit for us. Queensland went there, and because it drives to their state, they wanted to be involved. Mm-hmm. And it just got very political and very expensive.
Yeah.
To pull every box out of the container, and they inspected them, and you had to load them into another container, and you could never get them back. Yep. 5 containers back into 5 containers. You've got to put them into 6 containers. So it got very political.
Well, at least they're here now in the NT, so that is fantastic. So firework night this year is going to go off without a hitch.
We're here in Alice.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe Firework Australia's here in Alice.
Yes.
I don't know if any of it... I think some of the others are still getting into Darwin yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, there you go. Well, at least we know Fusion Fireworks will be up and running on the 1st of July. So, of course, we're going to be at the Convention Centre, and you also have the second location, Territory Wrecking?
Territory Wrecking, yeah.
What are your hours this year?
Well, the hours are 9 till 9, but we're usually done by 6.
Yeah, when you sell out.
Yeah, well, we've got to let some go for the grandkids and things like that, so it's all about family time as well.
Absolutely. You don't want to be there too late, which is the perfect thing why people need to do the pre-order so that when they finish work, they can just run in and grab their fireworks and head on home.
Yeah, pre-order's got to be picked up by 3 o'clock.
There you go. So people can jump online to do that, fusionfireworks.com.au.
Yep. And like I said, the bomb squad, they've only got a certain amount. The Mother Lobe, we only got so much came into the country. We've got the new ones with the Fusion Elite. We've got tons of backyard blasts. Tons of bad neighbours.
And they do sell out.
And generally I've done about 120 container loads. We've got 180 this year.
Oh, okay. Oh, good stuff.
So,
Nigel, what's your favourite firework?
I think the Shockwave. Has to be the Shockwave.
That's what I was going to say.
Well, it's mine.
No, it's not.
I like anything that just blows up. I've been to lots of fireworks shows over the years, and I know that these are the domestic fireworks, so they're not like the ones you get out at the, the big events.
the Fusion Mass Detonation.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is.
It's a shell.
it's a shell.
I've been stood 30 feet away from it,
Yeah.
and I can feel the ground rattling.
Wow,
That's how much of a vibration it does.
that's incredible.
That is absolutely crazy. I'm too clumsy to set up too many fireworks.
No, you and I are going nowhere near them. Okay,
Yeah.
you and I mean, look, I'm the guy who burnt my throat the other day eating noodles. I mean, seriously, I'm not going anywhere near
Well, I've
a
been
firework.
doing the broadcast
Did your
for...
mother teach you to blow on your food before you put
I
it in your
do,
mouth?
but it was
know,
so
right?
good. It was so good, and it was hot because microwaves don't cook things evenly sometimes.
True.
So when you get the microwave, you've got the cold bits and the warm bits.
Yeah, but you put a bit in first and you give it a stir. Then
I know.
Put it back in again.
I know, right?
I know.
Well, I'm pretty good at firework night because I've been, doing the broadcast for many years, and I've had many a chats with Nick, and he always goes through the safety stuff about if it doesn't go off, you don't look over it. You put a bucket of water
course.
on it.
That sounds like an Acme cartoon,
I mean,
People do it.
Alice Springs don't have the incidents that Darwin has.
I know,
'Cause
right?
We're more, what's the word I should use? We're more sensible down here.
Logical.
And it's cold down here and it's warm in Darwin.
Yeah.
And one year they were firing them from one apartment block to the other.
Yeah, I was there 2 years ago. I've got film on my phone I was living on the 18th floor in Darwin of a motel, and I lived there for a year. And that night was amazing. They were throwing them from one of the biggest buildings, which I ironically lived in a few months later. It's the Evolution building. It's got a big E on it, right? And they're throwing them from that building down to the ground. And the police weren't too happy about it, I can tell you. Pretty dangerous. But and the other thing I don't like, and I'll say this to everyone for here or Darwin, I don't like it when you let them all off. That's great. You go out into a public place and you let them all off. Pick up your rubbish.
Yep.
Take it home, because the car parks in Darwin afterwards the next day are absolutely littered
Mindle
with
Beach.
shells. Yeah, Mindle Beach, but even right in the heart of town, right, and just near those, just down on the lower side of the city.
Yeah, the rubbish is definitely a thing. A lot of places do pick up, but you do have those spots around town where the rubbish is pretty full
Yeah,
on.
and I think places that people go to, maybe the council should get out there and put some more bins there.
Yeah, true.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah, very true. We're going to finish up on a story.
Oh, yes.
This is a bit of a... What are those tales that teach you something? A fable.
A fable.
I think so.
Thursday fable with Loz.
A few years ago, there was an announcer here at the station, and it was their first firework night. So it wasn't me. Obviously, my first
I know
firework
it
night was
was.
2010. Yeah, I think we spoke about this
here we
before.
go.
And he was one of those lucky people that received a fine for setting off fireworks, A, before 6 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
It was like 5:45, mind you.
Wow.
Silly man. And B, he set a palm tree on fire.
Aha.
So do not be like Pat.
We won't name Pat.
Yeah, do not be like
I
Pat.
think he did it earlier than 6:15.
Was it? Oh, maybe
I think
that's
he
when
did
the
it
police
really-
came.
I mean, why would you let a firework go in daylight?
I remember it was after 5 because I'd not long come home I'd not long come home from doing the broadcast with you, and I remember hearing like the sirens, and I got into work on like the Monday. I was like, those sirens, rah rah rah, and it was him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was like,
dear.
you
Well,
silly
everyone
man.
needs to be
And
sensible. I
just
think.
remember, cracker night is cracker night. Mm-hmm. Not the rest of the year.
No,
Yep.
this is the year. This is the night.
Like with your dogs. Put them in the house, turn the music up loud,
Yeah.
put a bit of Mozart on or something like that, or bark.
Yeah,
and,
bark.
And a bit of pun there.
Yeah.
And just let them...
Yeah.
That's just-
100%, because I always make sure that I'm home. I don't go out, like, you know, different when I was younger. I don't go out on firework night. I make sure I'm home to look after the animals. So there's nothing more annoying than when it's like a week later, you know, you're out on a Saturday night and you start hearing them and you think, oh, my
It'll be around
dog.
for ages. That's
like,
what's annoying.
know.
But I like your pun before. Do you remember Beetle Barkers? They brought out it was a huge, like a hit. It was a cassette you could get on cassette or vinyl, and it was dogs barking to Beatles songs, and it actually went off. I'll have to get some on the radio for us tomorrow.
Cassette or vinyls?
Yeah, back in the day.
Shows
Beetle
how
Barkers.
old some people are, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. But the Beetle Barkers.
What's a cassette? No, jokes.
Had you hadn't heard of Beetle Barkers? It was massive.
No,
back in,
but it's-
back in the, I think in the mid to late 80s. I was very,
I think
very
I might
young.
be a bit older than you, and I can't remember it.
Yeah, you.
It's making me imagine the poker table with the dogs around it. It's,
Me too.
It's all that's coming to mind.
It's kind of cool.
I'm a 50s baby.
Yeah, right.
Well, on that note, I'm going to wrap up the morning ramble. Nick, thanks for having a chat with us. Thanks for coming in. And we'll
Good luck
talk
with it all.
more on Tuesday when we're broadcasting live from the Convention Centre.
No worries.